everybody's having a wonderful day today. I had my first service call today. I wanted to do a video on it. Unfortunately, where I was at, Nicholas Air in Oxford, Mississippi. It's a really amazing, beautiful place. If you guys can ever get down there and just request a tour of their building, it is the most beautiful, I mean the most beautiful, futuristic building you have ever seen in your life. When you walk into the actual bottom, it's on the second floor. When you walk into the bottom, they've actually got parts of wings that they have made chairs out of. And they've got a motor housing, or a jet motor housing, that they have turned into a big, comfortable chair. You can get inside of it and sit, and I mean, it's just so comfortable. They've got a big 70-inch TV screen right there in the lobby area. And you go upstairs, of course, you know, they have really high security there. This is a high-profile place. But, you know, you go in there and, you know, you push the button and they have to let you up in the elevator. And you walk up, you know, you go up top, and as soon as those elevator doors open, it is just, it's so bright. It's beautiful. I mean, there's TVs on the wall. There's airplanes everywhere. It is probably the most beautiful company that I have ever been in. The people in there are just so nice. They're amazing people. If you ever want to, you know, take a flight, contact them. And they're not paying me to say this, but I love these people very much. They're always so nice. But we had a service call there this morning, and unfortunately, they've been having, you know, some issues with a Unity Creme espresso machine that we had installed some months back. And you know, we go in there, and when we install those machines, they're very easy to install. You do have to be certified. You do have to take training on that particular machine in order to operate it and service it throughout the course of the time that it's in service. But when we got there today, so when we're installing these things, you have a milk supply line and you have a milk cleaning line. There's two lines that go to your milk bin, your milk refrigerator on the actual Unity. And at some point, I don't know how it happened, you know, the little bitty lines that come into the back of the control housing head, little bitty lines they plug in. Well, one of them somehow dropped and it crimped down on the closing arms from when you close the service door on it. So we had to repair that. It was no fault of the customer. It's just one of those things that happen, unfortunately. And also, too, one of the supply lines coming from the sieve head had come disconnected. I'm not sure how that happened. Anyway, we got it put back in. I had to take the whole sieve head out. I had to clean the whole sieve head because without that there, it's not able to do a flush. It's not able to do a cleaning. So we did that. We put it back together, and we were getting an EFC, not enough flow. So guys, when that happens, that is considered an external filter problem, okay? So they have a water filter going to that piece of equipment, and luckily it's an adjustable water filter. It actually has a bypass on it. You know, they will need a new water filter, but I was able to bypass it and get some more water flow through there so that we can get it operational again. You know, but you know, I'm gonna put a couple videos out on that particular machine, and you know, just to kind of help you guys out a little bit, because 90% of the issues you're gonna have there is sieve head errors, and that comes from not being cleaned. You know, or, you know, just over time, they just get plugged up. Now, this particular machine here, unintentionally, you've got two hoppers that sit on top for different types of beans. and they got mixed up. So, and you wouldn't think that that would matter, but it actually does, because each hopper, they actually have a little bar setting on it. And what that does is it adjusts the fineness of the actual coffee grounds. How much coffee grounds come out, etc. And it basically got swapped. So we swapped the hoppers around, and I recalibrated it. So with that particular machine there, calibration it's believe it or not, it's a very simple calibration. You do need a scale, because it actually requires you to, when you do the test on it, it requires you to stick a cup in there and catch some of the coffee grounds, and then put it on your scale and weigh it, and then input it into the actual system itself. And then the system does the rest for you. But it has a certain amount of what it needs to be set to and what it needs to weigh. And what it does is, that is actually how the system knows how much coffee to spit out. So it's very important that you do follow the process on it and weigh it out like you're supposed to. And typically, you round up to the nearest number. You will get kind of a, and don't go, if you get like 98, don't go putting 100, okay? If you get like 90, 97.9, just put 98. Use all, solid numbers on that. And that's what I do, and it works beautifully every time. But these particular machines here, they're very finicky, very beautiful machines. I will say this, Krim, Well Built, they knocked it out of the park when they created this machine here. It's stylish, it's futuristic looking, very rugged. It's a good piece of equipment, and it's one of those things where, it's so sensitive, that machine will be able to tell you if you're not getting enough water pressure. If a sieve head is blocked, it'll shut it down, it'll tell you. It's a very smart machine. And, I know a lot of people, there's a lot of technicians out there, and I'm guilty of it in the past, okay? I'm not innocent from it. We go to a service call, and lip stitching. We go to a service call, and, it's one that we have to go back on a couple times. And then, what's our state of mind at that point? This thing's a piece of junk. These manufacturers, they just don't care anymore. No, that could not be the farthest from what the state of mind that we are supposed to be in as service technicians, okay? A lot of us don't know, I do, but a lot of your average technician will not know. They just don't know what these manufacturers go through. The time, the patience, the loss of sleep, the money it takes to design these pieces of equipment. And a lot of you would say, oh, well, you take a $15,000 piece of equipment, it only cost them, probably $5,000 to make. No, it didn't. It cost them a whole lot more than that to make, guys, okay? So, we don't take into consideration these engineers, okay? The testing, the manufacturing of the equipment, okay? The patents, there's so much that goes in when a manufacturer puts out a new piece of equipment. And as someone as big as Well Built, they put so much love and passion behind their equipment. Now, yes, I will say there's been some pieces of equipment, they say, Well Built, Well Built owns a lot of companies now. They have Manitowoc, and, they own a lot of companies now. And it's not necessarily Well Built that, that manufactured these equipments. But it's one of those things where, we need to humble ourselves, guys. Okay, we need to not be in a state of mind, well, this thing is a piece of junk. No, it's not a piece of junk, okay? Things break down, okay? They do. And it's our job to go there and repair and fix, okay? It's our job. That's what we are being paid to do. We're not being paid to go there and judge whether something is a piece of crap or not. Because at the end of the day, somebody lost sleep. Somebody lost sleep, lost time with their family. This road is horrible. There's stuff all in the road. I'm having to move over just to miss it. Somebody lost sleep designing this equipment, okay? Somebody lost time with their families working to make this equipment. So when we're going to a service call, we need to humble ourselves, okay? We need to humble ourselves in front of our customers. We need to be mindful in front of our customers. Don't tell your customer this thing is a piece of junk, okay? Don't do that. Because you're not the one who spent the money on that piece of equipment, okay? You're there to fix it. That's why they called you. Now, and it goes without saying, if you go there, you can tell them, if it's an older piece of equipment, you can politely say, hey, look, all honesty aside, all, not honesty aside, but all joking aside, the system has reached the end of life, okay? It's time that we need to start thinking about, getting something new in here. Ultimately, this thing is going to be a money pit for you. I don't mind coming out to service your equipment. I enjoy seeing you. I enjoy speaking with you. I enjoy being in your presence. But at the same time, I don't want you to have to keep throwing money in something that is just sinking. And there's ways that we can talk to them and let them know politely that, look, the equipment is no longer worth fixing. It's done good. It's served you for years, but it's time to get it out of here. Let's get you in here something new. Guys, everything today, the world is changing, okay? The world's been changing for a long time. You're not, the times of walking up to a walk-in cooler with a regular analog thermostat are gone, okay? Everything is digital now. Everything is probe-based, sensor-based. Everything has a computer in it. Everything has a control board in it now. The times of the A1506 or whatever, the A12700s, A12-1506, they're gone, okay? They're gone. You're not gonna see too many more regular analog, mechanical stuff anymore. And we have to change with those times too, okay? We have to make sure that, what I like to do on my off time, believe it or not, some of you might think, oh, Alan, you don't have a life. I do have a life. I have a very blissful life. God has been very good to me. A lot of times, when I'm sitting at home and I don't have anything to do, and my wife just, wants me out of her hair, it happens. You married guys, you understand that. You love each other dearly, but, it's like, well, can't you go back to work? It's just the way it is sometimes. I love my wife dearly, though. And she loves me, too. But sometimes I will hop online. I'll hop on some of these manufacturers' websites, like Manitowoc. Manitowoc has online training. They do tech certifications. I'm a level 3 tech, with Manitowoc. I have a very high certification with them as far as their equipment goes. And what I like to do is I'll go on these manufacturers' websites and I'll go and look up their training info and see if they've come out with new equipment, and I'll start reading over it. Okay, I'll start looking at it. I'll start, checking it out. I'll watch YouTube videos on it. And what that does is it keeps me prepared with the times that are out right now, because like I said, things are changing. And, like the Krim machines, them things are brand new. They're beautiful. It's an amazing piece of equipment to work on. Hello? Yeah, I'm echoing out of my energy drink. But, if you're not doing anything, if you don't have anything to do, it's raining, it's nasty outside, guys, hop on the internet, okay? Hop on these manufacturers' websites. Start looking up this new equipment that's coming out so you can be better prepared for it, okay? That's what I do. I don't care how experienced you are as a technician, okay? You always are still learning. Always. You're still learning. We're gonna be learning into the day that into the day that we're done. I used to tell myself, once a technician, always a technician. And that stands true to today, because, there's plenty of old timers that I learned from that are still, even though they're out of the field, they're still helping. Okay, they're still learning. They're still going to the tech classes. And those are the guys that we need to pay attention to. We have two here at Remco that I know. Paul and Chuck, very good guys. They've been doing this for over 30 something years. Of course, everybody knows I've been doing this for 17 years. And I'm still learning every day. There's been times where I've had to call Paul. Paul, what in the world? I can't figure this crap out. And it doesn't make me a bad technician to call and reach for help, because we all do it. We all, end up popping out our phones and looking something up. It's just the way it is. And if you don't, you're not being honest. Okay? But getting back to it, it's an amazing piece of equipment. And I'm gonna try to put out some videos on it. And I'm gonna contact the manufacturer and see if I can start doing some training videos for them. Because it's all about getting permission. I don't want to get a copyright strike or anything. But for real though, guys, if you're ever in Oxford, Mississippi, stop and check out, Nicholas Air. The building, it's like a museum. It truly is. It is the most beautiful building I have ever seen in my life. Just the amount of detail that went into that building, it's amazing. They are very proud at what they do. It's very pleasant. It's a very pleasant building to be in. If you're dealing with depression and you walk in this building, it'll be gone. I'm telling you, it'll be gone. It's just an amazing building. It truly is. But guys, I'm going to cut it short here. I'm going to start another video here in a second about a service that I had done over the weekend. But guys, please know this. Jesus is with us every single day, okay? And as long as we keep that close to our hearts and we try our best, it's unstoppable, the things we can do, okay? All right. I love you. So does Jesus.